Humans are social creatures. This is the basis of society. Within society, there are several types of social interactions. Direct social interaction relies on verbal communication, while indirect social interaction is nonverbal, with gray areas in between. Because indirect social interaction is less conspicuous, its significance is often overlooked in the built environment. This is particularly the case with cycling, where indirect social interaction has gone relatively unacknowledged nor studied to better understand its influences on cyclists' behavior. Let us begin by taking a closer look at indirect social interaction. A key ingredient to vibrant cities is people. People want to see and be seen. Clothing, makeup, and hairstyles are all projections of an identity that reflect who we want to be and how we want to be perceived. In this way, every morning we prepare for the world by putting on our costume. Thus, when we step out the door, we are prepared to be seen. Being seen implies an audience. One form of indirect interaction between actor and audience is people watching. Here, we can see the interaction between pedestrians and between pedestrians and people cycling.
People on the bike, they're present. They're here. They're observing. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and I get to feel that more people give me a fast glance. Actually, when I look down here, you can see a lot of people just looking. Actually, very many of them do. Just give me a glance, and I can glance at them.
The people watching being described here is one form of indirect social interaction. Through eye contact and observation of costume and body language, we can interpret the behavior and mood of others. People watching is a more commonly recognized form of indirect social interaction. However, there is another. Dubbed proxemics by Edward Hall, this second form has to do with how people use space in interpersonal communication. As the term implies, the proximity one will comfortably allow another to get is determined by their relationship. The closer the relationship, the closer the physical distance allowed. Let's break this down. Public distance is used for our most informal relationships. It ranges from approximately 25 to 12 feet. Social distance implies a higher level of comfort and is the distance acquaintances might stand from each other. It ranges from approximately 12 to 4 feet. Personal distance is for close friends and family and has a range of approximately 4 to 1.5 feet. Last, intimate distance is reserved for all but our closest relationships, as in a lover or very dear friend. This ranges from approximately 1.5 feet to personal contact. To get a better understanding of why proxemics is important for cycling, let's look at a group of cyclists waiting at an intersection. We can see 3 people in particular bunched together at the front, spaced approximately 3.5 to 4 feet apart as they wait. Recall that this is a personal distance reserved for good friends and family. While it is doubtful any of these people share that relationship, by being in such proximity they are accepting each other into their space, which results in an indirect social interaction. By looking at more footage from this intersection, at 10 times speed, we begin to observe just how many people are having indirect social interactions while they wait for the light to change. This is in stark contrast to what we experience when observing someone riding alone. Without the social experience or connection to others, one feels the isolation pressing in. This is the experience of cycling on stage alone. Cycling facilities that don't invite all kinds of social interactions are missing an opportunity to contribute to the vitality of the city. We can reevaluate existing cycling facilities through this lens. We'll use 3 examples to demonstrate how this can be done. Let's start by looking at street organization and spacing. In a normal street section, a person bicycling is couched between moving and parked vehicles, creating a sense of danger. It is better if we can give riders their own lane. Though this increases safety, the rider is still isolated from pedestrians and buildings. This organization is better, but can be improved by providing enough room for one person to ride and another to pass. In this way, we can see how an alternative organization of the street can invite indirect social interaction. In the next example, we'll look at how intersections can be utilized for indirect social interaction. In the bird's eye view, we can see that when the light turns red at a normal intersection, cyclists, like automobiles, are forced to stack vertically down the street. However, if a bike box is introduced, cyclists are able to stack horizontally as well as vertically in the intersection, increasing opportunities for indirect social interaction. In a final example, we'll look at multi-use trails. Because multi-use trails rarely have places of pause, it is important to provide amenities for cyclists that invite them to stop. Amenities could include a community board to get route information, motorized bicycle pump, or simply covered seating to catch one's breath or enjoy a scenic viewpoint. Providing services to people while riding invites pause and indirect social interaction. As these examples have shown, the cycling facilities we build can invite a wide variety of users with different needs and abilities while contributing to a city's vitality by encouraging social interactions. If we design cycling facilities with social experience in mind, we can create a complete experience for all people who want to cycle.